Hey, I'm Jake Mace, the vegan athlete. Who is this?
That is Kaya.
This is Kaya. She's the mascot of Shamus O'Leary's Tropical Fruit Trees. All right, Kaya. Oh, there's the other one. And we're talking about mangoes today. What kind of mango is this one in this pot right here?
That particular mango is a Carrie mango, which is very popular for the texture and the flavor and the growing habit, which it has a nice compact, branchy, bushy growing habit. So if you are container growing or you do not have a lot of space, this is a good choice for that. The fruit itself has absolutely zero fiber. You can eat it with a spoon, just like ice cream. The trees are slower growing than the other varieties, and you can see this tree here is actually the same age as some of the larger ones next to it. But the Carries are going to stay a little bit smaller, like I say, get a little branchier, which makes it easier to pick the fruit and also easier to protect in a cold winter if need be. You don't have to get up 10, 12 foot.
So the Carrie puts off a really nice bushy appearance of the tree. It puts off fruit that you can scoop with a spoon like ice cream. And we actually planted a 65-gallon Carrie mango at my house.
That one there is about 5 years old.
5 years old.
This tree here is coming up on 3 years old, 2.5, 3 years old, and has some fruit on it now.
It does.
Most of our mangoes generally start producing approximately year 3. They are all grafted. So it's usually year 3 is when they'll start to produce. And then every year after that, they'll produce a little heavier as we go along. Well,
let's let the audience take a look at my 5-year-old.
Yes, sir.
Carrie mango. So again, magically, we're here at Longevity Gardens, my backyard, and this is the 65-gallon Carrie mango that Shamus and I planted about a few weeks ago. And this guy has already got fruit on him. And apparently he's about 5 years old. There's fruit up top. So it's got some mangoes that if we treat this guy with a lot of love and a lot of nutrition, they probably will ripen in this first year. We've got tons of mulch down below. Everything from leftover native flowers to pine needles. And underneath, we've got some really good soil going on. It's getting blacker and blacker the deeper I dig. So we're trying to treat this guy right. He's got some protection a little bit from the mesquite tree, but he still gets full sun. I think it's just a really nice looking tree. I love mangoes, so I'm hoping that this Carrie mango will be a delicious addition to the yard. Let's go check out Shamus O'Leary's 7-year-old Carrie mango that is in a pot back at Shamus O'Leary's Tropical Fruit Trees. So we're looking at a 65-gallon Carrie mango that's in your personal collection. And this one is maybe 7 years old? How old is this one?
6 to 7 years old.
This one looks beautiful.
This is one of my personal trees.
What do you do to the soil while it's in the pot to get it to fruit and look so beautiful?
Feed them. Container trees generally need to be fed a little more often than an in-ground plant because a lot of the food will wash away as you water it. So you really need to keep to a strict regimen with container plants.
And you're feeding in the roots, but also a foliar feed?
Correct. It gets a granular food approximately every 4 weeks and then a foliar feed every 2 weeks.
Are there any secrets to how often you water?
I adjust with the temperatures, with the wind. Today it's a little windy, so I need to make sure that all the trees get hydrated today, even though I just watered last night. If we're in the 80s, I might water every other day. Once we start getting to high 80s, low 90s every day. If we get into the 110s and 115s, it might be twice a day.
Really?
But it depends on the sun exposure, how fast the soil is drying out. Because the sun will dry the tree out because there's not much of a root ball. So you need to keep up a little more with the paying attention to the water level.
And when you say that the wind is drying them out, is the wind taking the moisture out of the leaves or out of the roots?
Yeah, no, from the leaves and also the soil. The wind just kind of sucks the moisture out of everything. Because we don't have any humidity here. That's something that we need to pay attention to, but fortunately we don't get wind that often.
Well, it's a beautiful tree, and you think that a Carrie mango is a great one for those in the Phoenix area?
Carrie is an excellent choice. I wouldn't plant them in my yard if it wasn't.
And that's one you have planted?
Yes, and we have 75 different types of mangoes, and Carrie is one that I keep around for myself.
Nice. Well, thanks for the tour of the personal collection.
More than welcome. Thank you, Jake Mace.